Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. It truly does mean literally everything to me right now. Today we're continuing on through the 2023 starter deck upgrade guides. All 15 of the new player experience pre-constructed decks, redone competitively, utilizing all of the rares and mythics that you get collectively from them all, concentrating them into each build for both standard and alchemy formats, all easily located in one playlist. Boom! Got you covered. Today, we're breaking down Storm of Blades. This is the Boros aggro deck, and we are in standard. It's your favorite format, and we're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, then showcase all of this within our banging gameplay footage. Of course, wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and any channel news that we may want to share with you as well. So don't forget to watch to the end. Like, comment, and subscribe to help support. Let's take a look at that deck, yeah? All right, here we are. Cat, he's going to be co-piloting on today's video here. Storm of Blades, 60 cards, standard, best of 1, 2.2 average mana value, 20 creatures to 60 non-creatures, and we do have 24 land. The curve is pretty light here, right? So we don't really need to go higher than that. We have Trample, we have Haste, we have +1 counters for Modify mechanic, and that's just going to be a lot of fun, right? So going through the deck card by card, I suppose. For one, it's Hopeful Initiate, 1/2 training, pay 3, remove 2 counters from creatures you control to destroy artifact or enchantment. This is fantastic. The training, whenever you attack with another creature that has stronger power than it, it's going to get that +1/+1. Very, very good. Kumano faces Kakkazan for 1, enters play, 1 damage to each opponent and planeswalker that they control. Then, whenever you cast your next creature, it's going to enter with an additional +1 on it, counter that is. And finally, exiling into Etchings as a 2/2 with haste, and whenever a creature is dealt damage by a source that you control, it would exile instead, which is really, really nice as far as graveyard control goes. We have the Phoenix Chick for 1 as a 1/1 with flying haste, can't block, and whenever you attack with 3 more creatures, you may pay 2 red. If you do, return a Chick from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So lots of +1 counters in the deck. A little bit of reach with Play with Fire for 1 instant speed, dealing 2 damage to any target. If it was a player, scry 1. March of Otherworldly Light, also for 1+ exile at instant, and as an additional cost to cast this spell, you may exile any number of white cards from your hand. This spell will cost 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. Exiling artifact, creature, or enchantment with mana value X or less. Keep in mind that lands, if they're creatures, and tokens will have mana value of 0. Into our 2-drops, the Riveteers Requisitioner, a 3/1 with Blitz for 3. So Blitz will enter in with haste and draw you a card when it self-sacrifices at the beginning of your end step. Whenever it dies, create a treasure token as well. So really nice value here as a 3/1. 2 copies of Lightning Strike at instant speed, dealing 3 damage to any target. 2 copies of Kami Flare, also at instant speed, dealing 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If we control a modified creature, we're going to deal 2 damage to that creature or planeswalker, or I guess permanent's controller as well. Goro-Goro, Disciple of Ryusei, for 2, it's a 2/2. We can pay 1, give all of our creatures haste until the end of turn. Woof. We can also pay 5 to create a 5/5 dragon token with flying, activating this only if we control an attacking modified creature, so make sure to do this during that attack phase. 1 copy of Lion Sash, 2 mana here as well, 1/1. We can pay 1 exile card from a graveyard. If it was a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on the Sash. Equipped creature will get +1/+1 for each of those counters on the Sash, and we can reconfigure for 2. Destroy Evil for 2 at instant speed, choose 1. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater, or destroy enchantment. Into our 3-drops now, Restoration of Eiganjo for 3. When it enters, search for a basic plains, put into hand, then shuffle. Next up, you may discard a card if you do return mana value 2 or less permanent from the graveyard to the battlefield, tapped. And then finally, exile Transform into the Architect, a 3/4 with Vigilance, and whenever it attacks or blocks, create a 1/1 token that's a spirit. Speaking of tokens, we have the Wedding Announcement for 3 as an enchantment. Whenever, it's the beginning of your end step, you're going to put a counter on it. If you've attacked with 2 creatures, draw a card. If not, create a 1/1. Once you have 3 counters accumulated, flip into the Festivities. Creatures you control get +1/+1. We have an Adeline Resplendent Cathar here as well for 3. Its power is equal to the number of creatures we control. Its toughness is 4, and it will have Vigilance. Whenever you attack your opponent, create a 1/1 human for each opponent. I guess, LOL. Not really applicable here. But it's going to be tapped and attacking that token as well, which is fantastic. We have the Professional Facebreaker, a 2/3 with Menace, and whenever 1 or more creatures will deal damage to a player, create a token, treasure, and we sacrifice a treasure to exile the top card of our library, playing that card this turn. Reckless Stormseeker, a 2/3 Daybound at beginning of combat, giving +1/+0 and haste to one of our creatures, which is fantastic. And then Nightbound is going to be a 3/4 and giving +2/+0 haste and trample to one of our creatures, so even better. We have Risona, Asari Commander for 3/3 with haste, deals combat damage to a player, give it an indestructible counter. When you take combat damage, remove an indestructible counter. Sunrise Cavalier for 3/3 trample haste, day nor night becomes day as it enters. Whenever it switches, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. You can draw trample and haste there as well. I don't know if I mentioned. Now for 4, the Wandering Emperor, 3 starting loyalty with flash. You can activate loyalty abilities at instant speed if it entered the battlefield this turn, +1, putting a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and it will gain first strike until the end of turn. -1, creating a 2/2 Sammy with Vigi, and -2, exiling tap target creature. You gain 2 life. Atsushi the Blazing Sky for 4, as a 4/4 with flying and trample. When it dies, choose 1, exiling the top 2 cards of your library, playing those until our next turn, which is fantastic, or creating 3 treasures. And then finally, and certainly not least, Elspeth Resplendent for 5 starting loyalty, +1. Choose target creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and a counter from among flying, first strike, lifelink, and or vigilance. Not and, just or. That would be cool though. -3, looking at the top 7, putting a non-land, well, I guess it could actually be in land, putting a permanent card with mana value 3 or less into play with a shield counter on it, then the rest go on the bottom in random. -7, create 5 3/3s with flying. Fantastic. We've got the lands here for consistency and just having a fantastic time with the Boros aggro deck. It is really, really friendly to new players, really easy to play, quick wins, and they're fairly consistent as well. Powerful deck nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed the build. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help support the channel. Have an absolute magical day. Enjoy today's gameplay. And yeah, let's go. Going first, we like the hand quite a bit. It's a good curve. See if it works out for us. One right away. Mono blue. Get out of here. Yeah, I mean, this is an artifact. I guess they could probably spell pierce it. Well, no, it's a non-creature and it's still a creature, even though it is an artifact as well. So I don't think they could spell pierce because it still says creature. So we're good. We're probably not good now, though. Next turn. The Lion Sash is really going to stop their Haughty Djinn from really being any good in general. Whatever. We know there's a counterspell. We have the mana to eat it. Would generate the treasure, which... Yeah, oh, they exile it too. Interesting. You got your counterspell. For 2 to 13. And out. The no plays. Let's take the hit. 4 to 9. Interesting. In turn. First for discovery. What are we discovering? What you discard? I mean, they really need to play a creature. And even if they bounce Sash, I can take Thirst. I think I could take their discards from Thirst as well before that other spell would resolve. They're trying to target our creatures right now, but they can't target until this has been resolved. The draw and discard has to go first before you can cast. And then once you do that, priority goes to my Lion Sash. Right? So that's why we're going to get to empty this grave no matter what, even if they have a bounce. Alright, there it is. Should we know? Oh, well, either, I guess not. Maybe we would have had to have a stop on. I guess I'll put on. Oh. Okay, let's see what else they're going to do here. You can literally neuter their Djinn. This pushes up the Sash, because they're creatures. Permanents. Oh, Lord. Probably just blocking. Ching. We do have a modified creature here. Perfect. There's the counterspell, and that allows us to eat it from the grave. Get outmaneuvered, bruh. What's the next step to the puzzle? Oh, that wasn't permanent. That kind of sucks. But we still eat their grave, so we don't die, which is really good. I'm still gonna try to hit it now before they can draw more. Just another negate. Okay. That sucked. For all I know, they have lethal here. They might get a little overzealous. I don't know. Four land, 4 cards in hand. Again, their instant and sorceries are reduced by 1 through the Djinn. Ridiculous, right? I know. Instant sorceries or just instants? Both. Fair and playable. Bounce this, doesn't matter. Doesn't really buys you 1 mana of time. Another Djinn, oh no. Reducing instant and sorceries by 2 now. I say we still go for it and see where we land. They like the reduction's fine, but they still only have one island, one blue source, and every spell needs a colored mana. And we have the 3 white spells to take them all out. Lethal in 5. Now's where they try to bounce it and go crazy. Sure. Hope the scry's good. To the bottom. Oh no. I mean, it was a land. Get it out of the way. That's still good. Really? You're tapping out for that? Interesting. Land is a permanent. Keep in mind, land is a permanent. Lion Sash? Actually a good card? Question mark? Doing very well here. Literally single-handedly winning this match. Crazy. Like, that's pretty cool. Go ahead. Oh, no, to 16. As long as they don't play another one, right? Annoying! Or I guess I have more counter magic. Blue decks, you know? Like, dude, your go. They refuse to lose. They're like, I'm here only to win. That's what the play queue's for, right? World Championship decks. Take that land. Go, Gadget, please don't counter me.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Do they phase it out? Bounce it back? There's no way they let us take it. 3 cards in hand. They're gonna phase it out. They bounce it. Okay. Still gain 2 life. No, we do not. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You fool. No attacks. I'm a little worried. Because they didn't interact with us there, so they probably have interaction here. I'm just angry taking their lands. We should have left it for later, but... Get out of here! So they're gonna kill the Emperor. We have to march this, but its mana value is 7, so we need 9 mana to get it. We're gonna try to go big. Oh, mono blue, mono blue. We all just love you. If we were in best of 3, we'd win just because they're playing so slow. Fortunately, best of 1 has no match timer. They might not want to attack in case we have haste. They only have that one defender. And it's still quite expensive. Like, they can't even play it because there's no cost reduction. Yet. Or not as much. Well, I guess they can play it 7 down to 5. They'd be tapped out, though. Oh, Lord. I guess they are thinking about what to do. Oh, my gosh. Come on, bro. Nice. Come on. We believe in you, Mono Blue. You win any match. You're unbeatable. You can do it. Oh, but if I attack, I don't have defenders. I can't cast any spells. You better hit with 1 at least, eh? Oh, wow. After all that time, they do come to the correct answer. Which is nice, and then play the terror. Or not. There's a counterspell coming at us. So let's take the... Oh! What? Counter creature? Syncopate. Make disappear. Essence scatter. It was counter creature spell. All right, here's the comeback. Here's the comeback. Oh my lord. Gross. Can I have a burn spell off the top? That can't be countered. Dash gets countered, huh? You dirty doos. You dirty doos. I figured there was no counter because of how fast that other one went through. Of course you do. Yes. Unlimited value. So the Jin can't attack. Oh, I mean, I would assume it wouldn't. It, I guess, could. They're going for it. They are going for it. Hitting for 8. Phoenix off the top for lethal. It's a land. Down to 1. And scoop. And scoop. It was a good match of Magic. We almost beat one of the World Championship decks with our starter build. Doesn't get better than that. Opponent goes first. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. Probably Samurai. For one first. Then throw Sammy in. They have a blocker. Apple, if not just the Seeker. Ah, okay. If you say so. Get after it. Leave a double drop next turn. Oh, we don't, unless we pick up another red source. Second red source, double dropping. Underdog, okay. They've bricked. So sad. Anyways. Let's just take it home. The 7. What are you gonna do? Blitz it? They get the third land. Oh, the exile. Can protect from that. Good for you. Three to 4, still looking pretty good. We get a third land, a third red source. We could haste Atsushi. Jackson. 23, that's pretty cool. The Jackson. 23? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Make it harder than that. Still lethal, they don't have enough blockers, yeah? I'm coming over! Boros aggro, ladies and gentlemen. You do the dice? Yeah. Poor guy. Yes. That will certainly save you. It's worth an effort. There is an attempt made. Opponent goes first. Let's keep 7. Land is good. And we rush the gates. And tapped on 2 with a chick. 3 coming out heavy with a Cavalier. The Desecrator. Interesting. Two. Okay, so the Desecrator. Tap, draw a card, discard a card. If you discard an instant or sorcery, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Pay 2, sacrifice it. You may cast an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. If that spell will be put back into your graveyard, exile it. Instead, add sorcery speed. Alright, we're coming over. Tapping. Discarding. Oh! Well, you're important to us. Grasping. Yikes. Cutting down as well. Bouncing. We need for 2. This could be bad. Oh! Double nice. Are you gonna immediately reanimate that in the play queue, dude? Triple Nice. Man, you wild. You wild, bro. Man, you crazy. I mean, if we draw a land, we're making dragons. 2 to 9. Let's see if they bring it back again. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Tossing a land this time. There's another land. 2 cards left in hand. Paper 4 for sure. Sacking it. Grasp back. Grasping Goro down to 7. Hitting for 4. No hit. We have flying though, bro. Blitzcrank pop. Down to 5, we take the draw. And make a treasure. That's important to us. Land in play. That's also really important to us. As we now salam our Adeline. We have our Cavalier still available. 5th land. Elspeth with flying on Adeline. Down to 3. That's their 3rd grasp of the game. It's game. Pay 0. Confirm 0. Submit 0. Target token. Do they get an answer? To discard. Good game. Ooh, we can even beat Titan of Industry decks. Dokily, so Storm the Blades, getting the job done. Really, really fun matches here in Alchemy and within Standard with this deck. Just a fun deck to play all around, no matter what format you're in. Of course, today is in Standard. We already have that Alchemy video done if you want to check that out, as well as all of the other starter decks upgraded, just like this. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Give the playlist a watch. It really does help as a whole, you know. Thanks for watching. Have a magical day. Brothers War is right around the corner. We have our box of cards ordered for the pack opening at the end of the videos. I know you guys like that. That's going to be coming back soon as those cards arrive. And again, just really looking forward to that early access event and, you know, that new set as a whole and playing some Magic for 2023. Lots coming our way. Cheers. Have a magical day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you soon in the next, yeah?